Hello, my crafty friends. Hello, this is Robin from Raincross Farms Makery. We are so glad you have joined us here on Facebook. And I'm going to take just a second to get my bot up and running. And I'll be there to greet you. Let's see. Select publication. This one, save, publish, yay! So, who is out there? Do we have anybody watching yet?
Not yet.
I'll wait just a second to get a few more people popped on.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Robin from Raincross Farms Makery, and behind the computer, behind the camera, is my husband Bill. He will be helping out behind the scenes. You may hear his voice now and then. But anyway, we're glad you're here. It is Monday evening, and we are going to do a club project tonight. So before we get started, if you're watching live, there will be a red box up here that says live. If that box is not there, you're watching the replay. Either way is great. Feel free to comment. If you are watching the replay, please comment #replay so we know when you were watching. Hi, Alana. Woohoo! You are here. I only have a few. I'm assuming you're going to say I only have a few minutes. Hey, Laura. Welcome. Okay, so we would love it if you would help us out with Facebook by giving our page a heart, following our page if you're not already, and sprinkling this video out to your crafty friends. We would sure appreciate it. The reason we ask you to do this is because it sends a message to Facebook. When Facebook sees people interacting with our page and commenting, it picks up on that and says, whoa, this is some content that's interesting. Let's push it out to more people. So that's in case you've ever wondered, that's why we ask you to do that. Okay, so tonight, I'm not sure if I'm cold or not, but I didn't do a jacket. What's your weather like? No, I think I'm okay. I think I'll probably work up a sweat. So what's your weather like where you are? We are still chilly. We had a little rain today, forecasted some snow last night, but some places near us got snow. We didn't get any snow, but we got some rain and it's cold. And anyway, we're downstairs crafting. So we are going to work on the April Club project. So what is Club? Club is our monthly subscription service. And you sign up for it, and every month you get one of these fancy little envelopes to your door, and inside every month you get a transfer this size, one of our stencils, and this is an exclusive one for the month of April. This says Farm Fresh Organic, and you can see it's got the pig and it's got the chicken. Is that a rooster or is that just a chicken? I think it's a rooster. It's got that curly tail. Rooster, pig, and it's got the checkerboard. So cute. So every month a different design. The only people that can get this design are club members and designers. 93 in Texas. Oh my, I'm not ready for that yet. Not ready for that. Okay, also included in your packet is a set of 3 coordinating paste packets, so the designers at corporate take a look at this and they take a look at trends that are out there going on in crafting and magazines and fashion and all that good stuff, and they put together some color combinations. So this month it comes with sage, black velvet, and bark, so a kind of a medium green, medium soft green, black, and a brown. And so we're going to actually use these colors, but I'm not going to use these packets. These are just the little small packets that are really, really affordable. but I'm going to use the same colors, but I'm going to use my jars. That way I can keep these and send them out as freebies and samples and bundles and all that good stuff. Also, your very first month that you join club, you also get a free mini squeegee, which you will need to apply the paste to your transfer. So all you'll need every month is to find a surface to chalk on, and you have a multitude of projects available to you, because those paste packets you can use, you have enough paste to do this project several times. And the transfers are reusable, so that's all good. So for the surface tonight, I am going to, hi Linda, how are you doing? Easter tulips behind me. Oh, up there? Yes, those are my cute little tulips. Those are metal tulips from the Dollar Tree. And we covered them over, we Mod Podged them over with napkins, and we did a little design on it. So yes, that's kind of my spring, my ode to Easter. It's 55 here right now. Yeah, that's a little chilly for you. I would be happy at 55, I think. Anyway, so the surface that I picked to use, I picked up at the Dollar Tree. So this is what I got. I got it last summer. It wasn't on sale because it's Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. Anyway, it's kind of like a little mason jar mug. Well, I didn't really like the mason jar mug look. I kind of wanted to turn it into a mason jar. So what I did is I took a craft knife. Where did I put them? I don't know what I did, but anyway, I just used like a little utility knife, and I carefully cut the handles off and this little top of the straw. And what I ended up with was just a mason jar shape. So you're welcome to use this one, but I turned it into a mason jar, and it's going to fit this design perfect. And it also has these little orange slices you kind of have to peel off. It's not a big deal. So I've already done that, and then I just painted this up with chalk paint. And I think I used, what color did I use? I think I used sheepskin. It's just a real light ivory. So that's what we are going to use tonight with our transfer. So let's get to getting. Hi Denise, welcome. How is everybody? Are you enjoying your week so far? Did you have a decent Monday? So I'm going to take this off, put this aside, and because this is painted, it's truly not wood, it's kind of a press board, but because it's painted, when I put my sticky transfer down, I don't want it to actually accidentally stick so hard to the paint that I pull the paint up when I chalk this. So I am going to apply a little bit of my surface wax to this paint, which will be a layer of protection between that and the sticky transfer. So just a little bit of wax. I don't need a lot, I'm just rubbing it over that surface. This will again prevent a barrier between the stickiness, and also if I have any paint streaks, it'll kind of fill them in a little bit. So I'm putting a little bit on, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to buff off the excess. And we are good to go. We have 10 people on. Yay! That's pretty good for a Monday night. Okay, so my surface is ready. It already has two little holes that I can use to hang it from. And here's my transfer. I'm going to get a fuzzing cloth, and I'm going to get a drying cloth. So this is just a towel. This is my fancy towel, but you can just use a regular towel. And I'm going to, if you've never done this before, hi Marianne, welcome. Glad you're here with us again. Okay, I know most of you already know all this, but in case somebody's watching the replay or somebody's watching that isn't commenting, I want to make sure I go over all of this. So I'm just getting a little bit of fuzz, picking up a little bit of fuzz on this sticky transfer. Again, so that stickiness doesn't pull up my paint, or I don't stretch my transfer when I go to pull it up. So that's what that was for. And I'm going to center this, and it's slightly bigger. It is slightly bigger than the design, so part of it won't get put on, but that's okay. I'm going to try and center it as well as I can. And I'm going to get that checkerboard up at the top. And that is really crooked. Like that. You know what I might do? I think I'm actually going to do this in 2 parts. I think I'm actually going to lower that a little bit. Anyway, I'm pushing it down, making sure there's no air bubbles, there's no big chunks of lint. Did my boys make it on tonight? I don't know. Did they? I'm gonna do this a little different. I'm gonna place this a little bit differently. I'm going to start with just the top.
Linda Lou says those new transfers are very interesting.
Very interesting. Interesting how?
Yeah.
The new, I mean, you're talking about the ones we're getting from the new manufacturer or the new designs? Tell me what you mean. And I hope you are doing well, Linda. I know you're going to have a lot of adjustments for the next year or two, but we are still thinking of you, still praying for you. Okay. And it's still crooked. I'm sorry, you guys. My OCD is kicking in big time. Okay, so what I'm messing with is I am putting this checkerboard way high up here, and then I'm going to chalk it, and then I'm going to lift the whole thing up, and I'm going to move the rest of the transfer down. So I have a bigger gap here because I'm going to put some jute around that. So pushing down, and I'm going to do the checkerboard in our sage green. Really pretty green. It's kind of the color of avocado. It's kind of like guacamole. But it will look really good in farmhouse. It'll look really good in my house because I decorate in these 3 colors. The new yes, oh yes, oh yeah. They say the first year is always rough just because of so many firsts, but you will get through it. But yes, the see-through ones, I really like them. This one is not one of the see-through ones. Oh, no, I don't know. It kind of is. I think it is one of the new see-through ones. Okay, so I'm just going to chalk this top checkerboard. And it reminds me of Purina pet food. So I've got a little bit of paste on my squeegee. I'm just dragging that across that screen. Scrape off the excess, put that aside. Now remember, I'm gonna lower the rest of this transfer, so I'm going to peel this off. Ta-da! So I just have that checkerboard on the top. Kind of makes it look like the band of the jar. And I'm going to dry that. My phone call has come in. We will see you later, Alana. Hopefully, if it's a short call, you can join us again. If not, well, we will see you later. Yes, I like being able to see through it better. Okay, make sure that's dry because I'm going to lay this back down, and I laid it on top of itself. Don't do that. Peel it off. Okay, and I'm going to just sit that there so I don't get any paste on it, because I can see I've already got paste floating around. And I'm going to put this down at the bottom. So this hits the bottom of the jar. Come on. It really is not this difficult. I am just making it difficult for some reason. That looks good. Okay, so I just have this paper here to keep from smearing any paste where it doesn't belong, and I'm pushing this down.
And that's how she likes to see through, but it takes some getting used to.
It kind of does. It seems thinner. It's just as durable, I believe, but it seems thinner, but it's also more flexible. So if you're not chalking on a completely flat surface, it kind of helps you out to kind of go around a curve or two. Okay, same thing. Now I'm going to go top down. Let's see. I think I'm going to do farm fresh and organic in my bark. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, this is new. I'm going to peel off its little foil lid. Toss that. And we are going to chalk farm fresh and organic in this dark brown.
Big Duke.
And I'm going to go do the organic right now. And then I'm going to lift it up. This is called, what I'm going to do is a technique called paste and pull. Our paste dries rather quickly. So if you're working more than a minute or two with the paste, it's possible the paste will dry in the screen. You don't want that to happen, because when you pull up the screen, you will also pull up the paste. You don't want to pull up the paste. You want to keep it down on the surface. So I pasted it. Before it dries in the screen, I'm going to peel this up and hit it with my dryer. So there are hundreds of things we can do with this transfer. So let me tell you some of my ideas, and then you tell me some of your ideas. This would make an awesome tea towel. So we will probably be making a tea towel. This would make a cute t-shirt. This would make a cute apron. This would make a cute sign to chalk directly on your refrigerator. I may etch this on a great big jar. I have a giant pickle jar, and I'm gonna check and see if it's etchable. I might etch this design on that big pickle jar. So what are some other ideas you could have? We could put it on a cutting board. What are some ideas you have for this transfer? Now keep in mind, we don't have to use it all together all the time. I could just do the little animals if I wanted to. Okay, and so I'm gonna do the animals in black. So here's my black velvet. And
so
this,
Laura says, so the towel and t-shirt would be ink or would it be paste?
those would be ink. We would do those with ink. So if you are a club member, you'll only get the paste. But remember, now we have the ink in singles. I'm not sure if we have bark, but you could pick a couple different colors. But we also have the ink now in singles. So you could get just the little singles of ink and do an ink project or two and not have to purchase the entire jar unless it's something you really want anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna do black on my rooster and my piggy. And I'm actually there's some grass down there. I think I'm gonna do that grass in the green also. So let me get my piggy chopped. So let's see, do you have any other ideas we could do this with? The comb. And I'm going to switch over to my detail tool to get these hooves, because they're kind of small area there. And I'm going to peel that up. Oh, I missed a hoof.
You missed a
I
hoof.
missed a hoof. Pigs have 4 legs. When did that happen? When did that? Actually, he only has 3 legs. Okay, now I think I've got all the hoofs. Okay, so let me peel this up. Cute, cute, cute. I like it. Can you see it?
No, we can see a big black thing. We need to see if we can get it all done.
Yep, I'm almost done. Goes pretty quick. Now you could do it all in one color if you wanted to. That's perfectly fine. Do it in multiple colors, whatever you like. Okay, so let's get the pig down, and then let's lay this back down. Now I'm not gonna push down where I have already chopped. I'm only gonna push down where I still need to chop. Because I don't want to accidentally pull up that paste. And I'm going to switch over to, I'm going to use my detail tool. No, this is my multi-tool. It gives me a skinny, that one's dirty. That's dirty. I'll clean that one later. Okay, so I'm going to use my little half. This is a mini squeegee, and I've just cut it in half. So it'll help me get in those little grass areas among the feet of the pig. And that's a tight little space, but I think I've got it. Okay, and I'm gonna use my bigger one for the checkerboard. Scrape off the excess, scrape it back in my jar, and let's peel this completely off. That is cute. Okay, so I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to put that aside. I'll show you how I clean it in just a moment. But let me pick this up and show you. Look at that. What do you think? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at the little green grass down by the piggy feet. Farm fresh organic. Okay, let's clean up before I get paste all over. You don't want to leave your paste jars open too long, because if they're exposed to air, they'll kind of dry out and thicken up. If that happens, it's okay. You just add some distilled water to it and stir it up and thin it back out again. But it's best if you close them up as soon as you're done using them. And I'll continue to let this dry. Let me show you how I clean my transfer. These are meant to be reusable, and the company guarantees that you can reuse them 10 to 12 times. And I happen to know if you clean them up right away and you do a good job of cleaning them and storing them away, you can get a lot more than 10 to 12 uses. You can get 20 or more uses. So ideally, I would be upstairs next to my sink, and I would just stick this in the sink and clean it off there under some cool running water, but I'm not near a sink, so I just sprayed it with water. I'm going to start with this. It's a Swedish dish towel. You could also just use paper towels. Speaking of paper towels, I think I knocked mine over. I don't think I need them, but... So I just get this damp, wring it out, and this or my paper towel, I just start by getting the bulk of that paste up from the transfer. I won't get it all, that's not its purpose. It's just to get, I got a whole bunch of junk that I'm not having to clean up with my board eraser. Be a cute, oh, a cloth bag for groceries, that's an idea. Are you guys all having to go back to no more free grocery bags? We kind of are. We're on the border of Washington and Idaho, and one of our grocery stores is in Idaho, and one of the grocery stores we go to is in Washington. In Washington, you have to either bring your own bags or you have to pay for theirs. Idaho, you don't have to. So it's fun trying to remember where you are, which state am I in. Okay, so I've got the bulk of that off. I'm going to spray it again. I'm going to switch over to my board eraser, which is a lot like a magic eraser. And these are perfect because they have no chemicals in them. We don't want to use any chemicals on this. But this is going to, it really does work magic at grabbing that paste and pulling it out of the screen. Now you're going to notice that I'm not getting all of this black up. You can see this big blob of black. That's because our pastes are so highly pigmented that it will stain the plastic part of this transfer. But that does not affect its usability. You just need to make sure you get any paste out of that screen, because that's where the magic happens. So I'm going to turn it over because the paste will go through, and I'm also going to clean the back. And then I'll check it and see if my screen looks clean. I am good to go. If not, I'll flip it over a time or two and keep on cleaning it. Okay, so there we go. This is clean. You can see through that screen, and this will bother you if you have OCD tendencies, but like I said, it does not affect the usability of the transfer. That's just staining that plastic part. So I'm going to leave this dry, sticky side up. I'm going to let it air dry. When I'm all done, I dropped it. When it's dry, it'll get sticky again. Right now, while it's wet, it's not sticky. But when it dries, the stickiness returns. I'll put it back on its backer sheet, back in its little plastic sleeve, and it'll be ready for the next time. Okay, so let's see if we can decorate this up a bit. Let's make sure it's completely dry. Okay, did we have any other ideas? You need the bags for cleaning cat poo from do that too. I use, sometimes I use the produce bags, because those are still free. And as long as you don't have a whole lot of cat poo, you can clean that up with those. Okay, so we've got a cloth grocery bag. I may even have one of those around here. Any other ideas? Laura brings the reusable bags. So you can make up some cute ones with your Farm Fresh Organic. Oh, Ken. Ken. No, we're not going to start over. You missed Alana. She might be back. Okay, but here was our project. Dollar Tree surface. It used to look like this. And I took a craft knife, a utility knife, cut off the handle, cut off the little tip of the straw, and I just have a mason jar. And I thought it might be cute to put some jute over the top, around the top, and a bow. We kind of did something like that. I think I'm going to do it a little different. Yesterday on our project, this one. Yesterday on our project we did jute around the top with a bow and a little hangy downy things. And this time, instead of jute, I'm going to use my raffia ribbon. This is like raffia under control. Have you ever bought a bag of raffia that's loose and you pull it out of the bag and it just expands and you can never get it back in the bag and it's a giant mess? Well, it's like plasticky raffia, not completely plasticky, but it's like raffia, only it's all controllable. Okay, so let's see. Let's wrap this around a couple of times. I don't want it to be too neatly wrapped. There, that looks good. And I did it again. I don't have my... Mr. Bill, can I get you to do me a favor? Are you listening to me, Mr. Bill?
I'm sorry, I was coming to Ken.
Would you go over to the bookcase over on the other side of the dehydrator, and there's a whole bin of beads. Would you bring me that bin? I'm going to do a couple of hangy down beads, I think. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Now the thing I've learned about this is don't pull it too tight because it will break. So I've got just that wrapped around there, and I'm going to, just like I did there, I'm going to make a loopy bow. Not too big. Just stick it up here. I'll see what I want to use. He brought me all my beads. Okay, and again,
don't bring you all your ribbon.
No, you wouldn't be able to. Okay, so I've got that tied. So here's my little floofy bow, and let's see if I have some beads that I can hang. Let me see if I have any pre-painted. Oh, I have orange. That will not be good. No, I think I'm just going to use these. Be good. I could have pre-painted them, but I didn't. I'm just gonna use natural wood. I get my beads a lot of different places. I've been getting them on Amazon, but you can also especially at Christmas time, right after Christmas time, and they sell those bead garlands. Usually they're really pretty inexpensive, like at Walmart, and those are just strings of beads. Sometimes you can find them at Dollar Tree. They're just strings of beads, so I'll buy those and use those for my wooden beads.
Denise said farmhouse ribbon from Dollar Tree with the pins
Oh,
and trimmings.
I haven't seen that.
Been good.
That would have been cute. Yeah, you don't have to use ribbon. You could use ribbon. I thought about using ribbon, but I also thought this checkerboard kind of looks like ribbon already. I'm going to trim that and put a couple more beads on this one. A little bit lower. We are almost done. Hey, hey Maud. So if you are interested in club, remember I told you this is our monthly subscription program, and every month you get the 8.5 by 11 transfer. It's a different design every month. This just came out 3 days ago. So I'm showing you lots of things you can do with it. And you get 3 paste packets. This month it comes with the colors that I use this with: sage, black velvet, and bark. And then you get a free squeegee on your first month, and then you just need a surface and you can do a cute little project or 2 or 3 because the transfer is reusable. So this is just my first hack at the April Club. Can you kind of see those little beads there? They might have done better. I might take them off and paint them green. But anyway, I think it's cute. Oh, I could do black ones too, or a black and green one. So this is here's my April Club #1. We'll do some more. If you're interested in joining club, type club in the comments, or you can type supplies in the comments. Either way, it'll get you the same message. You'll send something to your messenger. You can click on join club, and you can take a look and see what all is involved. Club members not only get the transfer and the packet of supplies every month. There's no shipping charge on that monthly pack. Club members also get $5.99 shipping for any amount. You can get your shipping for $5.99 on your first order of the month, and then most months they have some sort of special that is only available to club members. So far, at least through April 12th, there is not a club member special going on, but there may be something coming out with our new launch of products on the 12th. So hang tight, club members. Anyway, if you're interested in joining my club, sometimes I do special things for my club members. They get special deals, extra discounts on sales and whatnot. But anyway, so if you're interested in club, just type in club and certainly reach out, ask me some questions if you have any questions. Speaking of questions, tomorrow night at 6:30, instead of doing a craft, I'm coming on and we're going to do a live chat. I call it Let's Talk Chalk, and it's just a time for me to come and tell you information about club, about customers, about becoming a designer. What are the benefits? What are the requirements? Would one of these options be right for you? You can ask me questions. We give away prizes. So join me tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific time, right here. We won't be making a craft, but we'll be talking about chalk. So come find out. Even if you're really not interested, just come and hang out with us. Late entry here. What size is my surface? Patty, it is from the Dollar Tree. It was this. And I cut off the handle with a craft knife, and I cut off this little straw, and it basically comes down to Basically a little over 11 inches by almost 8 inches. So it's about 8 by 11. So it's just one of those boards from the Dollar Tree, painted up, sanded down, painted up. And we used our April club. Okay, can you buy last month's club transfer? No, you cannot. Sometimes, every once in a while, they will have some, they retire them at the end of the month. And if they have extras, sometimes they bring them back out the following year in some sort of a deal for club members. So not that you couldn't ever get them, but if I had one, I might sell it to you, but I don't have an extra one. So, but no, once the end of the month, you can't get them reliably. Then I'm not saying they won't say next year, ooh, you buy this and we'll give you 3 of the last year's club transfers. So it's possible you could get it, but right now, no. So, any other questions? So you're going to type in club if you're interested. No, I'm not supposed to say no obligation, but I'm going to say it. No obligation. Just check it out for your information, and we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow for a quick little chat about chalk, and then we'll be on again. We won't be on Wednesday, because we have community groups, so we'll be back on again on Thursday with another craft. So let me show this to you and smile with it. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you hopefully again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye from Raincross Farms Bakery.